Hi guys, post bag time. I'm pretty sure this will be the nickel metal hydride battery to go in this one. Oh, magnets are sticking together. Yeah, at the moment this one's got a little LiPo battery in it that I put in there yesterday, and that does work rather well. It takes charge when I shake it. Well, that's not going to do much, but yeah, it takes charge when I shake it. It keeps the charge for a long time. The only thing that's a little bit confusing is, being a LiPo battery, if you leave it with no load on it, in other words, disconnect it, switch it off, it does restore a little bit. So you can't really tell whether doing this is charging it up or just the fact that you've got it disconnected and it's restoring on its own. But certainly at the moment, as you can see, this one is giving a good charge. I've had it sitting on my desk, and every so often I've been giving it about a minute of shaking. So that's why it's got a reasonable amount of power in there at the moment. Anyway, what we're going to do, assuming this is what I expect it to be, is replace the original 3-cell nickel metal hydride battery. That one says 40, I think it says 40 on it, or 0.4 milliamp hours. No, let's get that right. Get me decimal point in the right place. 40 milliamp hours, 0.4 amp hours, isn't it? Let's just pull that one out, check, see if we can get it in focus. There we are. Yeah, 40. Nickel metal hydride, 3.6 volts, because it's 3 cells, each one's 1.2 volts. 40 milliamp hours. That one took charge when I put it on my hobby grade charger, but when we measured it afterwards, we were only getting about 1.2 volts out of it. So it's at least one or two of the cells are shorted out, dead. So back to our post bag that we've just opened. And there we are. Yeah, so this should be a direct replacement. Might even fit in the original holes. So this poor old thing is going to have to come apart again. It's been taken apart, resoldered, desoldered, put back together. So I think what will happen eventually, because I've done it so many times, the tracks and that are just going to fail. Anyway, you don't need to watch me do that. I will put it in and we'll give it a try. What I could do first is just measure it, see what's on it. You really don't need all these bits on there. This is all bits from this fella, which is you might see the green LED coming on. That's a homemade one of these. Got no battery in it at all, no storage, just running directly off the coil. And it works, but because I've used a cardboard tube, the cardboard is crushing where I wound the wire around it. So not a good idea. That's a separate video. Right, let's just have a little look, because I expect this will have some power on it. Can we see that? Just about. Yeah, it's got 1.5 volts in it anyway, which means it's fully charged, because they're, no, 1.5 volts. Did I just say that? I did, didn't I? So that's fully discharged. Each cell should be 1.2 volts. 3 in parallel should be giving us 3.6 volts. Well, that's all right. That might sound wrong, but no, that's all right. I want it to be discharged so we can see if we can charge it in the torch, in the flashlight. So we'll just say that again. It should be 3.6 volts fully charged. At the moment, it's discharged 1.57. So we will know if we're putting any charge in it by shaking it. Okay, back in a minute when I've soldered it up. As I say, at the moment, we've got a small LiPo battery in there, which we will replace with this fella. Right, battery's in there at the moment, and switch it off and on has no effect, so we haven't got enough charge in there. So I'll put the screws back in to stop it slopping around, and we'll see if we can charge it up. Right, at the moment, no charge in there. Turn it off, and I will shake it for a few minutes. You don't need to watch that. Well, saying you don't need to watch it, if I leave it switched on, we've got the light coming on and it's staying on briefly. So we'll switch it off. Let's say that's about a minute. Whoa, 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 whoa. That is working. Well, there we go. We've gone round in a big, big circle. I was avoiding paying the money for that battery, because that battery was what I would consider a silly price for a single battery. I think it was about £6 or £7. But I have to admit, it does work. Yeah, it works. So, as I say, round in a big circle. The original issue, when I took it apart, was the copper tracks on the circuit board had been eaten away, possibly by the original battery leaking, although I couldn't see any evidence of that. So I had to bypass the copper track with a copper strap across it, which you might have noticed when we had it apart upside down. That was the first fix, but then I found that the battery didn't hold charge, so we've gone round in quite a wide circle because I wanted to avoid paying the money, and in the end, I paid the money. So we got a replacement nickel metal hydride battery in there, 3-cell, 3.6 volts, fully charged, and it works. Whether you want to stand there and do this every time you want to see where you're going, is entirely up to you. But that works. I do have another supercapacitor on order, because the supercapacitor I put in there on, I don't remember which episode it was, 3, 4, whatever, was a 10 farad supercapacitor, and it took too long to actually charge it up. So I have ordered a 1 farad supercapacitor. So we might do one more video with this. We might take that battery back out again. Clearly it works with that battery. And we might give it a try with a 1 farad supercapacitor. But that will be a separate video. The point is, at the moment, that's working. So thanks for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Leave us a comment so I know how I'm doing. And somewhere up here there'll be some links to related playlists. Thanks again.